Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. It's a Friday night. It's mid-November. It's a cool evening tonight, and whenever it gets cool here in Florida, we start thinking about going camping. So it's a beautiful night. It's about 68 degrees, and we're going to the Ocala National Forest. I'm on my new-to-me bike, and I'm going to introduce the bike to you, kind of unveil it, and let you see what I'm riding these days. So super excited. I haven't been camping in a long time. Gonna have a campfire, gonna do a little cooking, and then later on tonight, to top it all off, there's the Mike Tyson fight. So hopefully I have a little bit of signal and I can watch a little bit of the fight, but that should be interesting. Anyway, thanks for tagging along, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to check in when we get to the campground. This Action 5 is just amazing. It is really dark. Oh, I think this might be the campsite. Yep, this looks like it. All right, guys, I'm in campsite number 23. Well, there are the showers. 17, I'm getting close. It's a bumpy ride. 19. Uh, 23. Here we go. All right. I think what I'll do is park the bike over here. It's a beautiful night. Got the fire going. About to have my first sip of some Stella. Oh man, why does that first sip always taste so good? That's great beer. Awesome. It's pretty empty here. It's pretty dark. There's the bike. A couple more sips of beer, and then I'm going to cook some dinner. I've got a great meal planned. Something pretty easy. I'm pretty hungry, so should cook up pretty fast. But it's beautiful out here tonight. Probably right now in the mid-60s. Absolutely beautiful camping weather. Alright, time to cook up some dinner on the old camp stove. This smells really good. Man, the onions and the sausage. I think it's going to be a perfect blend. I just had to put some more bug spray on. It's cooler tonight, but it's still not cold enough to kill the mosquitoes. And it's early in the season, so had to load up with some bug spray. Oh, this is looking so good. Those onions are getting caramelized. I'm just going to let this cook. This is good. There's nothing like cooking and drinking beer. Oh. Wow. That is good. Between the jalapenos and the sausage and the jalapenos that I cut up, just amazing. Mm. Mm. Well, it's a beautiful morning. It's cold, probably high 50s. I think when that sun comes up, I think the high today is supposed to be maybe in the mid 70s. But it was a good night last night. I was warm. Sleeping bag was fantastic. The air mattress left a lot to be desired. It had to keep blowing it up. So I had bought a really cheap
air mattress, and obviously I've got to invest in a better one. It didn't keep me from sleeping. I just woke up a couple of times and had to blow it up, but that's okay. Slept relatively well. So let me tell you the story about the bike and how I found it. I sold my BMW R1200R a little bit over a year ago, and I sold it knowing that I wanted a bike with better fairing, a bigger windshield, and a little bit more protection because I've got some aspirations for some long-distance adventures. And I kept going back to the RT. And so one day I was talking to an acquaintance of mine. He's another BMW enthusiast. His name is Lee. And I told Lee that I was interested in an RT. And Lee said, well, I've got one. And I kind of perked up. And I said, really? And he said, yeah, I just put a new clutch in it. So I told Lee I'd like to come by and take a look at it. So I went over to Lee's shop, and Lee has a really cool shop that's next to his house. And he's working on a number of older BMW motorcycles. It seems like he's always got a project going on. He was even building a custom car, which was really cool. And I went over to his shop, and I looked at the RT, and it was a part in the back of a shop. And after looking it over, I thought, man, this would be a really great project. And so after talking with Lee a little bit, he said that he would provide the oversight for me to help me put the bike back together. He would let me work on it in a shop, and he would let me use his tools. And on top of that, he gave me a price that I just couldn't refuse. So over the course of about 2.5 months, I would meet with Lee on the weekends, and we would work on the bike. And it was really great getting to know the bike. We had to troubleshoot a few things. I had a gas leak, and we had to replace the fuel manifold. And also, I had made a mistake, and the mistake resulted in a gas leak from the gas tank. And fortunately, these have plastic gas tanks, so we were able to repair that. We did a little JB weld, and it was in a spot that it wasn't a problem. And then we also fixed a clutch cable problem, which when Lee had replaced the clutch, he put in a thicker spring plate. I'm not sure if that's the terminology for it, but the clutch cable wasn't reaching where the clutch engages behind the bike. So we had to make some adjustments there. And once we did that, we got the bike back together and started it right up. So riding up to the campground yesterday, it ran just fine. I'm about an hour and change from my place, and just had a really nice ride up through the Ocala forest. And it ran great. Suspension felt good. So let me show you the bike. Alright guys, so here it is. Love the red. I got the right pannier on it and the top box. But good looking bike, and it ran great. It doesn't have the horsepower that it did when it was new, but she runs really well. And this has not been a garage princess, man. This thing, it's been ridden. It's got some dings. I'm gonna get some touch-up paint, but she's been ridden. This is a runner, so gonna have some more content with it, and really looking forward to working on the bike some more and bringing you some more content. So that's it. All right. So I'm going to make a little bit more coffee and then pack up and hit the road. Well, I guess I was right. Jake Paul defeated Mike Tyson last night in a unanimous decision. Well, you gotta give it up to Mike. 58. He's in the ring fighting a 27-year-old, and he went toe to toe. So that was pretty good.
Four Lake Campground.